I've been smelling somebody grilling. You know, you put the starter fluid on charcoal and you start it. I've been smelling that all day and I look down, there's nothing. They got a grill for the patio I've never seen used in my 3 years and 3 months, and it's obviously not open, it's closed. I went to throw some garbage out, a whole lot of it. Took 2 trips. Now on the first trip, I'm looking down in front of the vets. There's the vets right to the left. That's what you see out there, right there. Parking lot. And then there's a Shell. And then there's El Paso on this side and Target, the neighborhood Target on the right side. And I'm looking down and there's a white car right in front of, I think, this vet there. And there's a lot of smoke coming up out of it. By the time I drove back and looked back out after the first trip, it had taken off, white car. I don't think it, they say the gray and the white are Mormon cult. In case you've seen a gray or white car, I didn't know about the white. I've certainly seen a lot of gray over the years, and yeah, it struck me as the same way as when I went to the hospital. I'm on Skid Row. I had to make myself homeless to eat, and those who were a part of that trip to no heart attack, no chest pain, none of that, from the Weingart Center, 10 floors. Yes, the second trip through the Weingart Center, making it incredibly personal with those over the years. But yeah, as I was in the ICU and they put an unwanted stent in me, I heard them talk about the FBI several times. You can say, oh, who knows, something about nothing, but here's where something about nothing, and when you put every damn FBI agent actively involved in your family's hijacked lifelines for a dozen years, just one 11 Flight 93 check call in those dozen years, and it seems peculiar that as I'm making all those videos, and FBI Ray, among whoever was before him, having that industry of impersonators. Yeah, look back to the 10th of October 2016, whatever was in the ICU at the time. Now it's true they can alter records. The FBI can do that. They got a lot of folks using our tax dollars against us. But here's where that stuff ends. You pick up that phone, you try to call me in front of every single FBI agent. Time, date, number, dial. They're worried enough about the crimes to alter phone records to cover them up. You put their numbers on the backs of 5s, on the backs of 93 checks, on the backs of Trump's. He's had 3 years and he's hijacked lifelines to place himself in, or somebody did, and he's hijacking lifelines now to try to place himself back in office. So every single Trump administration cabinet and, of course, FBI Ray, Rockin' Chair Gene, make those videos of your hijack call to me, and Yeah, save that video for the Senate subcommittee and send anything, a comment, by phone, by mail, by FedEx, by UPS. You can make that video if you're trying to comment and you're not reaching me. Whatever you are reaching, make a video of it. Whatever you are documenting as far as these guys contributing to the coronavirus, FBI Wray, Christopher Wray, doing that. So you get them on the backs of fives and of course the devil Catholics. Wolf, I went to school with, Jerry Wolf. I wouldn't be surprised if he's related to Trump's Wolf at the door of Homeland Security. In that direction. So make that video, post that video, and you put those numbers on every five. What you just saw in that image I just designed, you can snip it out, you can put the text in everything. I got 31,000 plus as Wray takes part in America's compromised security, your family's compromised security. So get it on video, time, date, number, died with Wray in person and every treasonous agent he has. That's his job. Hijack lifelines, hijacked phones or lifelines, hijacked mail, hijacked internet. Every single name, every single number of the FBI terrorists that are hijacking your call to me right now. Get it on video, post. Whatever you get when you don't get me. You get a treasonous part of the federal government that is active in your family's hijacked lifelines. You can find a lot of 93 checks. Follow the OneDrive link there on Daffodilly of my portfolio Wix site. I'm not making dime one off of my graphic art. It's your and our Kennedy Catholic raid trumped livelihoods and, more importantly, lifelines. So you put every single image I got, you put that text right there, and you get them handed out left and right. And you tell all good Americans, ring the phones off of FBI Wray's treasonous agents' phones and ring the phones off of, well, the cell phones. Buzz them off of their nice suit and suit dress pockets. Get them on video. You trying to call me and finding out why Wray is such an active part in America's hijacked lifelines. And if you wondered why it's burning my nose. The charcoal starter fluid smell. And yes, right over there in front of the vets, that white car, the smell's not here now. But I could visibly see it coming up out of that white car or right next to it. So you call treasonous Wray, and you try to call me with every single one of his treasonous agents, janitors, maids, and Wray's and his FBI agents' ill-gotten gain mansions or houses. They will tell you a lot about the treasonous FBI Wray. Get it on video, post. Whatever you get when you don't get me. Come see me and Sharp Wheelchair here, Gold. And another thing, other than telling every good American, here are the numbers of FBI's treasonous Wray on down. You can hold this up, any of my 93 checks at those photo ops. And yes, put the numbers, all of them. Being traitors to the country, promoting the coronavirus. Get them on video. You trying to call me, ask them. Why are you being a traitor to our country? Why are you contributing to the pandemic, Christopher Wray? Get it on video, post. Whatever you get when you don't get me. Handsome ball guy. Sharp wheelchair. You get that devil in the way of medical research as well, all of them. Dignity Health, another, aside from LAC, USC Keck Medical. Millions are down the street, part of Dignity Health and Dangerous Catholic Doctors on Eagle Rock Boulevard past York up there, on your left. And Rapidity Like Spaghetti ER Doc of Glendale Memorial over in that direction somewhere. Means to poison me with insulin, and Brave refused to treat that poisoning. So you bring the phones off of every Catholic doctor, get those numbers out left and right, find their mistresses, find their exes. Same with the FBI agents. You get them screaming out. What else they're doing to compromise our security as a nation, as families, as individuals, as a world. You get them screaming it out and you come see me. When you see someone besides me, my big eye, I got two of them, and gold sharp wheelchair, in my imagery alone, calmly and patiently waiting for you to tear down the great wall of evil and let's get started. Building a better world. When you see someone besides me and those 31,000 plus many 93 check images with that contact that you can put the numbers of treasonous FBI Ray on. You see someone besides me and my chains and eyes, gold here, we start to build a better world. Be a part of that. Make that video of the devil Ray and everyone being traitors to the country, not doing their job. Oh, that's what it looked like. Nice, bright. I'm not going to point that way in case some treasonous agents on site are trying to make me feel guilty about putting them in. But yeah, a couple nights ago, I finished watching my YouTube. I look at the mansions and such, and this wasn't a mansion one where I can get ideas for those 1,000 points of light to inspire the future and the present to greatness. It wasn't one of them. It was one of those places disappearing, I believe. And as I got up to roll over and do my dishes, I looked outside and boom! There was no fireworks. It was bright. I'm sure lots of security cameras got it. Call up FBI Ray, treasonous FBI head, and ask, why are you conducting terrorism against a man in a wheelchair and me? That's my family's lifeline hijacked, as I tried to call Mr. Brady. And what peculiar shit were you doing? Excuse my language. Were you trying to blow up the building or something? It was literally that big, but a bright, wide. And yeah, boom. Oh, check out my main fire and brimstone. There's two ways to look at it. Hit those knees for the Lord. Yeah, pray. And the other main stuff, just like Justice for Mary's Children of 9/11, has two different purposes. The other one, of course, is hit those knees, as the FBI has the perch across the street. And as they are hijacking your calls to me, lots of different vantage points for the perch kind of stuff, and Target. Nice folks, they're delivering my groceries, but there seems to be a lot of that stuff. Just like the insulin poisoning, trying to kill me. Because I've been telling you to check your lifelines for a dozen years and only have one. Get on video in front of every single, in person and via speakerphone. Every single FBI agent until they are no longer harassing a Christian in a wheelchair, and literally the colored folks of raise FBI on-site threatening past month like. Get it on video. Oh, I keep the door locked, and that's why I have my groceries delivered. I've always got that audio maker going. You look for those documentaries of raised trees and the folks on site, and you make your own. Time, date, number dial. Easiest way to make a video, whoever's in the room there with you, and yeah. Try to call me in front of all those FBI agents, their families. They're in the way of my family, so you get them being the devil to your family. Yeah, no family. Except for gold. You get them screaming out what they are involved in, and you make that documentary video and you post it. You tell the world to do the same. You give out those numbers. They change those numbers. You get the FBI dangerous. Folks, being the devil on that video, tell the world too.